Hello, trading is closed on June 18th, 2018. Over the weekend we had some calls. We had a target of 2774.14 that printed. I said most of the time we'd have a gap and a rapid move outside the day's range. We got that. I said I wanted to see it go under this low. We got that. I said if it did, it would also go under this line and to look for support under that line. We got that. We also had the target we get to cross off the list, and there was support under the target. This target was revisited, and there was resistance. It would be nice if these numbers always worked as well as they did today, but of course nothing works that well every time. During the day, MEJT gave a buy, and it's already met the minimum. Tomorrow's going to be a bit harder because once again we have mixed signals. 2 days in a row we've gapped down. We have nothing to show for it as we haven't been able to hold on to any of these lows. It's positive unless we gap and take these lows out promptly. Other side of the coin is we rallied all day long, couldn't take any of these highs or even this one. It's negative unless we gap and promptly take out today's highs. So the commonest thing for tomorrow is we gap and promptly move outside the day's range. Next most common, close little change, have a big move the day afterwards. Least common, neither one of those things happen. Well, it would be nice if this were a double bottom, but I don't see any divergences here. This is lower than that, and this is lower than that. Other side of the coin is this is lower than this, but this MACD is higher. It's not what you typically want to see. That's a double bottom. This was the count we had. Of course, we don't know until later if it's right or it's wrong. This impulse could be wave one down, and this is the corrective wave up. So far, here's your hole in the wall gap. We've had this big rally and we stalled right at this wall. This was a recovery attempt, but when you gap under the low, it means this whole move is a false move. So all that's happened, ignoring this, is you rallied all day long and just stopped right at resistance. If in fact the count's right, and this is 1, you've got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a nice Fibonacci ratios. Here's 1. See the ratio of 1 to 3 and 5 to 1. You can even count this as 5 waves up. So if so, it would be a 5-wave pattern. It would have to be A of 2. Now it could be an ABC. You know, if this is A, B, C, it doesn't really break any rules. But because of these fib ratios, it would make a cleaner picture if that were A of 2 and this count were correct. And that's 1. We're making a big wave 2 here. It's not the only count, so you can't be sure. So for tomorrow, we have the pattern with the early low. Doesn't preclude gapping up first. As I started to record this, I see futures have already dropped, which is what I would like to see tomorrow, but we won't know until the open. But in any event, if this is the wave 1, this is either wave 2 or A of 2. And I don't see any sign of this being a bottom. We gap up smartly, all that goes away. And because we have mixed indicators, you can't be too positive about anything. But I'm still thinking this high is going to hold. And that would imply this high holds. And that would imply this is just a corrective wave up to this low, and the drop continues. be nice if we could gap down tomorrow under this low, which would mean this whole rally was a false move, but I don't have anything requiring that to happen. Still looking for lower prices, but willing to change my mind if we gap up smartly, and that's today's call.